Hey everybody, it's Jen Thoden from yourcolorstyle.com. And if you guys are seeing this for the second time, it's because I'm still struggling with getting Zoom to work with Facebook Live. I think I figured it out. So I'm talking through Zoom, live on Facebook, and today on this Saturday morning, I want to share with you two different color analyses. I'm going to do them live. These are photos that were submitted to me through the Ask Jen page, and there's a link to that page on this post. So if you have a question for me or want to submit to me a photo, you can. There is a pretty long queue, so don't think that if you submit a photo today, you're going to see a video in a couple days. It might be a while. I just want to let you guys know that. And but I usually go through as early as possible in the submissions, and I choose the photos that have the best lighting so that I can give the best result through a video. Okay, so this is not a replacement for the full color analysis that we do, but it's still a lot of fun. And I hope you learned something in the process. So I have two today, and I'm doing them live. So I only glance them for a little bit. So you're gonna have me talk out loud how I think through things. I'm gonna do this through Photoshop, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So leave comments and let me know that you are enjoying it. And here we go. I'm gonna share my screen. Last time I shared my screen, I had to hang up on you guys. So hopefully this time it will work. Here we go, one more time. And it is. Excellent. So sharing my screen for you guys. And yes, now it's going to make me sign in. No, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I'll pull up my first image in Photoshop. And I'm going to, you're going to hear me close my blinds because the sunlight in my eyes is blinding me a little bit. Okay, perfect. All right, so I love this photo because her coloring is so interesting to me. She has these beautiful dark eyes. They're kind of olivey. And then she has, this is her natural hair. It's very light, kind of a little bit on, she describes it a little bit on the strawberry side. I believe her. And it is, it's just a really pretty color combination. And so she's been struggling with, is she soft? Is she bright? I think she knows that she's warm, but we're going to go ahead and just have a little fun here. So I always like to start with color analyzing the lips. The lips, to me, it's the color that's directly on your face and really gives me a very quick sense of, does a bright color work? Does a soft color work? Dark? So forth. So in your color style, I always look for whether or not a person wears brighter colors better or softer colors better. So if you hear me say bright or soft, that's what I mean. And so I start with that, and then I start to look at the temperature, warm or cool. And then you'll start to see me look for depth, light, medium, or dark. So I'm going to go ahead and copy her lips and paste them. And I'll label this layer here, lips, all right? And we're going to colorize them. And we're going to see what kind of color works on her. Now, this is a default colorization, so her lips look blue, and then we're obviously not going to colorize her lips blue. So let's go ahead and give her some color here. Okay, so there she is, a little bit bright, a little bit too bright. Sometimes when you're colorizing, the color comes across a little bit more neon than you'd like because it's a digital photograph. And so I try to make it as realistic as possible. So this is a nice light-ish color on her. It's bright and it's very, very neutral. This is a very kind of almost a true red on her. It's really quite pretty. Let's go over here to the warmer colors. So there it is in a very, very orangey red. It's not really natural, but there are colors that are like that. And what I'm looking for isn't necessarily the perfect lip color for her. What I'm looking for is, if I go this orange, does it still look natural on her? Does it still look good? Like she walked up to you, would you be like, oh, you don't really notice it because it's just part of her coloring? And I'm saying yes. Although I wouldn't necessarily put her in this color exactly. I don't see the orangey red being offensive. Now, if we put her in more of a purpley pink, notice that that doesn't look, you notice how warm she looks against that cool blue pink, right? So that to me tells me that she definitely has warm undertones. And so yeah, so we're going to start with the warm. So I'm going to go back over here to the warm. I'm going to give her like that. Now, This light actually looks quite nice. It's kind of natural, but let's go a little bit deeper. Oh, look at that. That is just so pretty. Now, I kind of consider this a bright color on her. Now, if we go more muted, see how we went kind of more of like a brownie red there? And that also is really quite pretty. And let me see, let me go back up to the bright here. So now what I'm trying to figure out is, does she look better in the brighter colors, or does she look better in the softer colors? And this is really interesting because I was going to guess before we did this that she was going to be soft. Now, what's interesting with someone that's so fair is that sometimes they look pretty good in the lighter colors, the lighter, brighter colors, but as you start to go deeper, the bright is a little bit too intense. But I'm still liking her in this bright color. I really think it's quite pretty. So I'm going to do one more thing to close the deal here, and I'm going to do a little virtual draping against her. Okay, just a shape. You don't have to show the whole, just the shape here. Okay, just like that. And let me go to and create a new layer. Okay, just above it. And we're going to give her, let's see here. I want to give her, I feel like she's warm, but I want to give her like a bright tomato red like that. If she's bright, she's going to look really great. And if she's not bright, we'll try a softer one. Okay, so let's try that. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it, but let's try a soft one. A soft one would be that it's a little bit more muted, more browny, like that. Okay, and we'll try that. And I actually think that because of her lightness, that she can probably wear the brighter colors. I'm going to start to say bright, warm, and light, and not maybe even medium because of her eyes. So let's see here. A bright, warm, and medium can really wear some really bold, rich colors. So I'm going to go with this color here. And you know what? I like her. I like her in the brighter colors. I think she can definitely wear them. So I'm going to say, actually, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit darker. This will be a bright, warm, and medium color. Yeah, that's what I thought. She is bright, warm, and medium. I was going to say soft, but I definitely like her in the brighter colors. So she is bright, warm, and medium. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second and come back to you guys and see if I can see the questions that might be coming through, if there's any questions. And then I'm going to go to the second one. So I'm going to stop sharing. Hopefully, didn't hang up on me. Love that. I'm still learning. What can I say? And I'm going to go over to my browser. Can I see you guys and see questions? Let me see. Let me see. Can I do that? Am I no longer live? Uh-oh. I don't know if I am or not. It says I'm recording, but am I live? I have to go check now because I can't tell. I have to check. Okay, so I'm live right now. It still says I'm live. Okay, good. But I can't really see questions. That is kind of a bummer. Let me just see if I can hit play on this thing and see if there's any questions coming through, if I can actually see it. But I really can't. Okay, well, another time then we'll figure that piece out, shall we? All right, so I want to do the second one now. I'm going to go back and share my screen and show you the second second color analysis. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. Share. Okay, great. I'm going to go back over to Photoshop now, and we're going to go to the second person. And she is really an interesting coloring. She's got kind of a tan skin. Her hair is naturally very dark, as you can see here. So I really need to color analyze her based off of her color of her eyebrows and what I think is her hair. She also gave me a pretty great close-up of her eye. And I know that it might look a little hard to see on video, but it's got this cool blue, kind of smudgy, kind of soft and cool, almost gray, almost, I wonder if it even maybe has a little bit of a greenish cast to it sometimes too. And then this dark hair and this really kind of tan skin, which I bet you, if anything, is what's kind of throwing her off. My my guess is that she actually probably has cool undertones because of the fact that her eyes are so cool and her hair is very, very dark. This blonde is kind of throwing us off, as well as this tan, because anybody who tans is going to have a little bit of coloring. Um, and so it may seem that you're warm. And this will also happen for people who have more of an olive skin tone. When you tan, you start to look a little bit warmer, and then it gets to be really confusing as to what color type you are. So first of all, I know based off of the color of her hair that she is deep, which means she's gonna look great in those deep colors. My gut tells me that she is not bright, that she is soft. She sent a couple other photos that I did not post that she's wearing brighter colors, and those don't really suit her very well. They're really, very bright. They're really too light and too cool. So let's first do what I do, right? Let's go ahead and let's do some analysis on, let's go ahead and color. I like colorizing her lips. A smile with teeth is a little bit more challenging because I have to do this twice. We do the upper lip, and then we do the lower lip. So we'll just do it like this, okay? It won't be absolutely perfect, but I like to make it as accurate as possible so it looks realistic, you know? Okay, we'll do it like that. And I want to fix something real quick here. So I want to fix this so her teeth aren't looking all creepy on us, right? All right, so we're going to select both and make a selection. Okay, copy, paste. And let's call those lips so we don't lose track. All right, now we're going to colorize them. This is always the fun part, right? So we're going to colorize the lips, and let's see where we get to, okay? So let's bring up the saturation here. This is a warm, that's a little bit too, there we go. That's nice. So this is a nice bright color, kind of gives me an idea whether or not she's going to look good and bright. And we're just going to right now just do a true red, because everyone in my opinion looks good in true red. So let's do a softer versus brighter. I'm not liking her as much in the bright, kind of like her in the soft. But let's go to an obvious warm color, has a little bit too much orange in it. And let's see her in that. It's not too bad. I don't know if I like it or not. Go darker. Someone like this, usually seems also will come across much more neutral. Let's go over to the cool. Oh, there we go. Oh, like, I don't know if you see what I see, but if you do that, it's like, nah, it's not bad, it's okay. But then you go over here, if you can try to ignore the blonde and really focus on the dark, the cool eyes, this is such a pretty color on her. I'm gonna soften it because I feel like that's gonna be more natural on her. And yeah, and then deepen it a little bit. Oh, there we go. Now, if her hair, I wish I had time to colorize her hair darker so we could see it darker, but I really don't think we've got the time to do that on live. But I really like her in the softer, cool, more deep tones. I bet you she looks amazing in like deep plums and mauve, like deep, dusty mauve pinks. Ooh, like a deep, gray blue would also be very, very pretty on her. So I think my analysis for her, based on the couple photos that I've seen, assuming the lighting is fairly accurate, is soft, cool, and deep. And really my recommendation would be that she not color her hair so blonde, and to go back more to a darker color, a dark ashy color, or almost, maybe it was almost black, and it will be more, and she'll be more in balance. Now, it's not to say that if she loves her hair, this blonde, it is the right blonde for sure, but it's also probably why she couldn't necessarily find just the right colors for her, because it's a little bit competing with her darker features and stuff, okay? So I'm going to stop sharing, and sorry for the little bit of technical hiccups. I'm still learning the Zoom and Facebook Live, but I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying these as much as I'm enjoying doing them live. It's just fun to share my thinking and to help you guys. So if you have photos and questions for me, please visit the Ask Jen page. It's yourcolorstyle.com/askjen. You can also check out the quiz if you haven't done that yet and you're curious about your color style and trying to learn what your color palette is. The quiz is free. It's a lot of fun, a lot of photos, and it really kind of walks you through the step-by-step process of what I just did, but for you, so you can kind of walk yourself through the steps, okay? And that's yourcolorstyle.com/quiz. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.